students, welcome back. Today we are going to start with the revision of our 10th chapter, that is motion and measurement of our distances. Now motion and measurement of our distances. In this chapter, firstly we learnt about what is motion. So motion means change in position of an object. Okay. Now object, it is mainly in two positions. If it is not moving, if it is stable, if it is steady, okay, then the object is said to be stationary. But if objects move from one place to another, then the object will be termed as in motion. Okay. Now for an example, if we take the example of a table, if I am pushing a table from one place to another, so the position of that table is changing. So that means we can say that object, the table which was initially stationary, now it is showing motion. Then we learnt the different types of motion. First one, rectilinear motion, after that circular motion, rotational motion and periodic motion. So let us begin firstly with rectilinear motion. So what is rectilinear motion? Now the term rectilinear itself suggests that linear means in a straight line. Okay, so whenever a body is moving in a straight line or a straight path, then the object will be said to be having rectilinear motion. Now objects having rectilinear motion, some of the examples are like motion of a train. Now train always moves in a straight path on its track. Okay, so motion of a train will be termed as rectilinear motion. Another example is like motion of a ball. As you can see in the picture, the ball is moving in a straight path. Okay, so this ball is also showing rectilinear motion. Another type of motion is circular motion. Now circular motion means motion of an object in a circular path. So what is circular path? Now when any path, a round path, okay, which is having the shape of a circle, it will be termed as a circular path. So motion of an object in that circular path will be termed as circular motion. An example of circular motion is revolution of the earth. As you can see in the image, the earth revolves around the sun. Okay. Now when the earth is revolving around the sun, the earth revolves in its own orbit, and this orbit is a circular path, and so we can say that the object, that is the earth, it is showing circular motion. Another example is motion of heads of hand of a clock. Now head of hands of clock, that means every hands of clock, okay, they are having the pointed heads, and these pointed heads move in the same particular circular path. Okay, so they are also showing circular motion. The another type of motion that we studied is periodic motion. Now what is periodic motion? Now periodic motion means motion which is repeated in the same path. Okay, now that motion, the path is same, the motion is being repeated, and also the interval of time, that means how much time the object is taking to move, that is also the same. So this kind of motion will be termed as periodic motion. Again we will take the same example, that is revolution of earth. Now when the earth revolves around the sun, okay, in its orbit, every time the path is the same and the time taken is also the same, that is 365 days. Another example is motion of hands of clock. Now when the, let us take example, if the minute hand of a clock, so the minute hand of a clock, if it is starting its journey, let us take from number 12, okay, and again it has to come back to number 12, so it will take 60 minutes, and that time interval and the journey on the path is always the same, so it is also a kind of periodic motion. Another one is oscillatory motion. Now oscillatory motion is also a type of periodic motion. Oscillatory motion means motion to and fro. Okay, when a body is showing motion to and fro, okay, like the pendulum, the bob of the pendulum, it is moving to and fro, so it is showing oscillatory motion, that is same one as our periodic motion. Next is vibratory motion. It is also periodic motion. Now vibratory motion means the object, it is moving to and fro in a same style, and again the time interval taken will also be the same. Like for an example, the movement of a swing or the movement of chest while breathing. Another example is the strings of the guitar or sitar. Okay, when we are stretching the strings of the guitar, they will come back to its original position in a same particular time. So that is also vibratory motion, which is a type of periodic motion. Another type of motion is rotational motion. Now when any object is moving, okay, any object is moving on a fixed point, its point does not changes, then that type of motion of an object will be termed as rotational motion. Like again, let us take an example of the earth. The earth, it does not shows only revolution, but it also shows rotation. So the earth always rotates on its own axis, and the change, the fixed point, okay, this rotation, the fixed point of the earth, it does not changes, the same axis it is rotating on. Okay, so we can say that it is showing rotational motion. Another example is motion of a giant wheel. Now as you can see in the image, the giant wheel, it is having a fixed point, okay, and the giant wheel is moving in that point only. So that type of motion is termed as rotational motion. Next one is multiple motions. Now multiple motions does mean an object, it's not necessary that it will always show only one type of motion. An object, it can show more than one type of motion. Let us take an example of the same earth. The earth is a brilliant example again. Now earth, when it is revolving around the sun, it is showing not only periodic motion but also circular motion, and at the same time the earth is rotating also, so it is showing rotational motion also. Another example given over here is wheel of a moving train. Now wheels of moving train, they are moving on a particular axis, so they are showing rotational motion, and as they are moving in a straight path, so they are also showing the rectilinear motion. Another example given over here in the image is of the ball. Now this ball, which is moving on a flat or surface or a straight path, now the ball is moving on a fixed point, okay, so it is showing rotational motion and it is moving in a straight path, so we can say that it is also showing rectilinear motion. Okay, now rectilinear motion and translational motion, both are same type of motions. Moving on, next to is our transport story. Now transportation, it is a good story that started with the development of era, okay, with the era of development. Okay, now transport means to carry people or goods from one place to another. Now in ancient times, people were not so aware about the various modes of transportation, so they used to move on foot, or they used animals as a mode of transportation. They used to travel on the back of the animals, okay, and they used to carry goods on the back of animals. Whereas after the invention of wheel, there was a great change seen in the modes of transportation. People started using vehicles as in bullock carts, animal carts, okay, different animals were used and the carts were used as a mode of transport. And this wheel also led to the invention of bicycle. Now bicycle development was a very popular development, and bicycle became very much popular after the invention of this wheel. After that, in 19th century, the steam engine was developed, and further the development keep on continuing, and recently we are using transportation goods which are termed as automobiles, okay, like car, bus, train, trucks, all these different modes of transportation. After that, in the early 20th century also, the transportation, okay, that air transport was developed, that was aeroplane. Now that aeroplane transportation, the air mode of transportation, is very popular nowadays, and it is used to move from one place to another very easily, no matter how far distance apart we are, okay. So this was all about the transportation and various type of motion. In the next session, we will be seeing about what is distances and how to measure distances. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Until then, have a good time. Bye.